China should start an investigation into the Bidens, because what happened in China is just about as bad as what happened with Ukraine.
That was President Trump on the way to Florida, calling on China to investigate the Bidens, even as he faces an impeachment inquiry for possibly doing the same thing with Ukraine. And not long after returning to the White House, he doubled down. This tweet late tonight, quote, "As the President of the United States, I have an absolute right, perhaps even a duty, to investigate or have investigated corruption, and that would include asking or suggesting other countries to help us out." CBS 4's Hank Tester is live in Northeast Miami-Dade, where House Speaker Nancy Pelosi just spoke about the impeachment calls. Hank.
Well, on the day that President Trump was in Central Florida, Nancy Pelosi here in South Florida, she was talking to two very important groups for the upcoming election. Let's take a look. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in South Florida, speaking to Haitian Americans in North Miami. Earlier in the day, Venezuelans in Weston. Roundtable discussions about the economic and political woes in each country. But this was never far from people's minds.
I want you to know that the majority of the Haitian that are Democrats, we want impeachment.
Pelosi in the politically critical state of Florida, measured but not shy about talking impeachment. This was in Weston.
The path that we are going on now in terms of an inquiry of impeachment is sad. This is nothing that anybody takes any satisfaction in. It's sad for our country that we would have a president who would put us in this situation.
Later in North Miami at the Haitian meeting, this
is about the facts and the Constitution, and what the president did undermines our national security, undermines his oath of office to support and defend the Constitution, and undermines the integrity of our elections.
Pelosi's visit comes just hours after President Trump called on China for help investigating the Bidens.
And to ask a foreign government to assist in our election undermines the president's oath of office and threatens the integrity of our electoral system. It's wrong. The president has confessed to his violation of his oath of office.
Well, no comment tonight from Pelosi when I talked to her about the situation that's been reported in Washington about a political appointee from the Trump administration that tried to interfere with the investigation into and the audit of the president's tax return or the vice president's tax return. That's the very latest. I'm Hank Tester, CBS 4 News Tonight. Back to you.